question, raise your hand, we'll call on you. The next question is from John Petrolino of the Penn Patriot.
Yes, good morning, Attorney General. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, great. I have two and a half questions if you'll indulge me. The first question that I have is per Bruin. I'm just curious, what is the historical analog from 1791 that says banning an FRT would be constitutional?
Hey, John, you don't get half questions, so you can do two questions. Second of all, you can read our brief, which is now public, and see the all of our arguments. Third of all, as you know, courts have not conclusively said it has to be from 1791. There's an open legal debate about whether it's 1791 or the Reconstruction era. It's not really the point of this. The point of this is very simple. For decades, including post-Bruin, the federal government has considered machine gun conversion devices like forced reset triggers that convert firearms into automatic weapons that, as Attorney General said, has killed indiscriminately, including law enforcement officers, as machine guns for a very simple reason, because we don't think, as a country, and consistent with the Second Amendment, that you have a right to own a firearm that is more lethal than the highest grade military machine guns. And so what the administration is doing here, not through a rulemaking, not through a statutory change, not through any type of legal action other than a private settlement agreement with private parties. They won't even tell us, or tell the public rather, who these machine guns will go back to. So could it be violent felons? Of course. Could it be domestic violence abusers? Of course. Could it be people who will sell to violent felons and domestic violence abusers? Of course. Want to put machine guns, 12,000 of them, into all of their hands. So we welcome the legal fight, but again, there isn't a single public safety expert in the country who is speaking honestly, who isn't bought and sold by the gun lobby, who would tell you that putting machine guns on streets save lives. Period.
Okay,
What's your
all right.
second question?
Yep, thank you for that, AG. The second one is in U.S. versus Cargill, they extensively covered, machine gun action, and that's settled precedent, and they made it clear that it has to do with the single function of the trigger. Doesn't an FRT require multiple functions of the trigger? It's not
No.
one single function.
No, it is one single function, and we lay this out in the brief. You pull the trigger back and hold it, and it will continuously fire. And I would note, and I'll just finish with this, and then we can move on. The attorney for the plaintiffs in Cargill, at oral argument, said the question would be much more complicated than bump stocks for force reset triggers. So, by their own admission, this is a different legal issue. And again, one pull of the trigger, holds it down, fire 900 rounds a minute. If that's not a machine gun, I don't know what is. Michael, are there any other questions?